having the map control is going to be what we need. We saw a lot of overzealous triple caps in that first game in this last series, so let's see what we can do different here.
Man after my own heart there, Supernova just gunning it for that heat wave in bottom mid. And being able to wrap there and kind of put a lot of pressure onto any players trying to push B, and that allows Flippers Down to get like a positive hold here off the rip. Oh, a big turnaround there. Dropshot God had a Flippers Down player dead to rights there, but oh my god, what a play with the heat wave, taking that overshield out with his body. And man, I mean, things are looking good for Flippers Down here off the rip.
Yeah, definitely looking great for Flippers Down. It's 30 points on the clock for this Strongholds game. We want to see them hold A or B and C. We don't want to see that overzealous triple cap. We do end up taking 3 down for Centennials as Flippers Down has the map control. B is currently being switched, now contested back into the hands of Flippers Down. We're going to continue that point spree, denying any points on the board for Centennials.
Absolutely. And LV on side here, really putting in a lot of work for his team. 5 kills now off the rip. And, you know, really allowing his team to play off him. And yeah, I think we're just seeing now a lot of isolated fights. But it does look like a successful push for Centennials with a 2 on Shady side B. Just being able to push out the opponents. And LV on side here is not going to be able to contest that too much, probably going to work towards the overshield.
Overshield, an important part of this game. Supernova is going to grab that, shooting the nades just to be safe. B and A still in the hands of Centennials, putting 20 points on the board for them. But Flippers Down pushing as a team with Overshield is going to return B back into their hands as we just peek and poke at Sergeant Elmo here back A, telling him to stay where he is. B and C is ours.
Absolutely, and he does just have to wait for his buddies, but unfortunately LV on site able to isolate a 1v1 there, and unfortunately with no shields he's going to drop. But I mean, put in a lot of work there on sandbags, allowing them to get another at least 10-15 seconds on the board here, and they're going to probably start rotating A as they feel the pressure.
A triple cap coming in for Flippers Down just in time, but B being flipped to Centennials. But 95 points on the board for Flippers Down. We need to hold A and C, an awkward hold here. So we're going to see Flippers Down possibly choose to grab C or maybe B to have a little bit better positioning to help each other out.
Absolutely. And 3 going down for Centennials here again. We're seeing Flippers Down really putting in some hard work, really kind of working together and getting those slays on the board. 7 and 3 for LV on site. In fact, all of them are pretty much positive KDA here. So very good teamwork. And, you know, as I was saying earlier, Grace, 2 BRs beat 1 BR.
Yeah. 110 to 33. We don't want to see any more uneven gunfights here, but as Flippers Down takes B and C, we're going to continue the lead here. Overshield about to poke his head up once again. We want to see Flippers Down get this Overshield if they want to continue just having the reign of terror they have. The Kissing Shroud doesn't quite make it to Overshield, but I do believe we're able to pick up that OV. But Supernova looking at B, not seeing the person in Nest, but the sticky coming through onto, I believe that was Sergeant Elmo there. We're leaving Demon Yeti by themselves. Flippers Down is about to have a triple cap.
Supernova, just take a bow, son. Like, what a stick. What a stick. I mean, that really, like, gives your team a little bit of breathing space now to, like, kind of get that AB cap and kind of reorient. You did go down, but you took them with you, and, you know, sometimes that's the best you can do.
Another
4 down now for Centennials.
Yeah, I hold another team wipe for Centennials there. I'm just casual picking up that Mando here, trying to do as much damage as we can, switching to that BR for the the inside push here, but it is Demon Yeti who is able to clean up that kill, but Demon Yeti once again left by themselves here at C, the only stronghold that Centennials has. Flippers Down has the map control and is working together to slay out and continue to hold this A and B, but Dying Dino is now on our light side with the teammate trying to get B for Centennials.
Yeah, and like we're just seeing a lot of very controlled, very tempered play here from Flippers Down. When we see Centennials make plays, they're very flamboyant, very big plays, very like individual skill kind of plays. But just the level of like they have to basically in most situations try and like outplay their opponent because of the sheer kind of control and temperament of Flippers Down to just say no, we're not going to overextend, we're not going to put ourselves in a disadvantageous position, we're just going to take the points where they are, and you know, you're going to have to play at our pace.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to play at their pace, and I'm glad we're on board here with this player we're watching. Supernova, it has, I mean, a great KDA, but I do end up caster cursing them, but Supernova definitely is that star player right now. 999, not giving them too many deaths, not being overzealous with their kills, but being that support player. Flippers Down is definitely playing around that Supernova character here, which is allowing that 209 to 35 point difference here. But we do see I'm Just Casual with that overshield, with the blue players stuck in that 1v2 situation here, but we do see it a 2v2 situation as B and C are still in the hands of Flippers Down.
Yeah, this is a dominant display here from Flippers Down. Like, if you want to see how to like put your opponents at a disadvantage here, like this is it. Now, you know, that was a one-on-one, but it was a one-on-one with Ovi, and you know, those are the ones, like, it just seems like every fight from the off is starting in a position that is advantageous for Flippers Down.
Flippers Down is, I mean, got 10 Flippers Down at the moment because it is definitely going in their favor. Centennials is going to have to play together and play extremely tight to even catch up, but it's at the point of no return for Centennials. I feel like Flippers Down has been very, very good at getting that team wipe, but Centennials getting that B stronghold, now trying to contest for A. We do end up switching it to Centennials, putting on some points for them. I do believe Overshield is coming up in just a few short seconds, but Flippers Down is pushing for B.
Yeah, and you know, we're going to see a lot of desperate plays here from Centennials, and like all Flippers Down have to do is keep poking the bear, because you know, just pulling them in every other direction, they just don't have the speed to be able to, you know, counter cap at the moment, with Flippers Down just being so coordinated and putting them in the death screen so often.
C in the hands of Centennials, but A and B still in the hands of Flippers Down as we finish off this game of strongholds on live fire. Flippers Down showing after dark, and we're getting into this Slayer Empyrean game, starting off with Casey Pat on Flippers Down. We do end up taking 2 down off the bat for Centennials. This means the push for the Rockets here. Who seems to have picked those up? I do believe it is I'm Just Casual who... Oh, I'm sorry. It is Casey who picks up those rockets here. We've got Sniper and rockets, and now we're going to push towards that overshield side. Let's see how we can use this last rocket in his pocket.
Absolutely. And while that's even on paper, I think the advantage is very much in Flippers Down case here. That being said, that rocket not hitting its mark could very well cause a bit of a problem here for Centennials, or sorry, for Flippers Down, as Albion Sight goes down, and I'm Just Casual trying to get in position to get shots down on Sword, because they're holding that. Oh wow, a great perfect there from Casey Pat, the only way he was going to get that kill, and yeah, excellent work there.
The sniper is in the hands of, I believe that was, I'm just casual up there on that sniper tower there. But we're on side with LV. That's a 3 down situation for Flippers down as Centennials brings this game to a 1-point situation, hunting out Dying Dino, who gets that snipe melee situation, and then we end up still at the 1-point difference. So I like what we're seeing out of both teams, playing for this mid-map control, not getting too caught up in their own base.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're very much kind of maneuvering around each other at the moment, with Centennials favoring sword and Flippers favoring long haul. But we haven't been able to see anything come of fruition yet. But as I say that, pushes coming down on the enemy's sniper 1 and back flag could cause a lot of trouble here for Centennials, who will be forced into the needler spawn.
11-7. We're back on board with Casey, who's 3-1. Definitely comfortable on this map. Let's go, Casey. But I'm Just Casual is also 7-1. Doing a little damage on their teammate Supernova there, but it's okay. A little team need never hurt anybody because we're 14-8. Taking down Demon Yeti, I believe that is. Rockets and Overshield are up now, and we need to see who's going to play what. As Dying Dino pushes our sword, it doesn't seem like we're gonna go for that Overshield.
Yeah, I believe Flippers Down have the rockets here. I think they're in the hands of I'm Just Casual, not quite sure, but things really
God,
starting to
they
get
have
away
both.
from Centennials here.
They have both Overshield and Rockets. Supernova has Overshield, and I believe I'm Just Casual has Rockets. But as the killing spree comes through, I'm Just Casual gets taken down. I believe there's 1 rocket left in there. Can Overshield pick it up? We choose to pick up that sniper rifle. 8 bullets to work with, and now it's all up to who's the next victim. As I believe 3 now are pushing that Overshield player. Supernova falls.
Yeah, and kind of found himself between a rock and a hard place there. There was nowhere really to live. I wouldn't have peeked as aggressively, but definitely some good work there by Centennials, clearing house and trying to get some presence up in mid as quickly as possible, as we see 2 in training.
It's a 6-point difference here as 2 from Flippers Down are playing their life in sword. Centennials taking down a member. We're taking on that damage. Flippers Down is working well together, and knowing when to pull out of a situation because you're down in numbers is all about. Is what this game is really all about. My apologies, but we are taking this map and we are working with it. We have 3 shots left in this heat wave. Let's see what Casey Pat can do.
Yeah, good kill there in Sniper 1 allows them to really start taking control, and with just 1 up now back in their base, they're going to have to work really hard to get out of this pin, as LV on site gets the sniper, gets a shot in. If he's able to live here, that's big. But a lot of pressure being applied there as Casey Pat goes down, and they've just kind of forgotten about him. He might be able to get something here. Crawling up under S1, 2 players up on their training, and he finally gets sniffed out, but is he going to be able to take Dino with him, or Demon with him?
Supernova left by themselves against Demon Yeti, who took down 2, I believe 1 or 2 of his teammates here. But I believe the Overshield and the Rockets are about to pop themselves back up. We need to see Centennials play for 1. We can't have the Rockets and Overshield situation we saw with Flippers Down again, allowing I'm Just Casual to continue being 12-6, or Flippers Down to continue this lead they have.
Absolutely. I think here now we're seeing this game kind of get a bit more level. Everything's kind of going back and forth at the moment. Like, we are still sticking around that 6 kind of kill mark, but you're going to want to start doing better than trading out at the moment if you are on the side of Centennials. They're going to need a big team-wide play here to get some control in this game.
Yeah, and I like that Flippers Down isn't being too overzealous with this map control. We're not choosing to spawn trap. A great movement and a great kill out of I'm Just Casual, who's 14-6, but we didn't see the player bottom tower, but there's Supernova for the cleanup, I believe, which takes down that Dying Dino there. Demon Yeti taking down that player we see here, our back needles, picking up that needler. We need to see the pink mist come into play. This needler could open up a little bit of map control if we use it right.
Yeah, and I think that unfortunately here for Demon, he's not going to find any fights for this thing until he gets into Sword and up against the Heat Wave. Oh my God! Oh my God! What
Oh
a
my God.
play! What a play by Demon Yeti there. Unfortunately, getting picked out as he tried to make his way out of dodge.
We can't afford any more trades. We can't afford any 1v2, 1v3 situations, and we sure as heck can't afford a dodge in this economy. So we definitely need to get the heck out of there. But with Supernova, who's 10-7, and I'm just casual, who's 17-7, 39-30 on the board. Flippers Down is going to put up quite a bit of a fight, and Centennials need to find a way to adapt to their playstyle to take back the game and maybe even tie it up and change the pace.
Yeah, like at the moment now, we're seeing just like a lot of players just getting trapped. A lot of players like having to sprint off spawn because they're known, because Flippers Down had that control until just about now. Unfortunately, Flippers Down are now going to be able to say, look, you take fights on our terms now. We are 8 kills in the lead, and you need those. So I mean, we don't. Those two rockets coming in, taking out the overshield and the thing, and oh my God, yeah, two dead there. Good use of those two rockets, and that could be all she wrote.
If Centennials can get themselves into a position where we're not going to get caught up, they could catch up, but Flippers Down is working well. They're partnering up, they're working off of each other, and once again they're just baiting and switching. That's the constant story we see written here. But Supernova getting taken down at commando ramp is just going to tell you exactly where Sergeant Elmo is. So Sergeant Elmo's got to play it smart, because Flippers Down is going to have the answer, and the answer is 2 people.
Yeah, and there's just so much in the hands here of Flippers Down. That's a big win from Sergeant Elmo. No right to win that fight, but does, and it may lead to a little bit of control on the map here, but they're really going to have to force the issue here. Clear out Sniper Tower and try and get those spawns under control, but unfortunately it just seems to be a bit of a bridge too far, as they're dropping like flies on this push. And yeah, just with just 2 kills left in it, I think we could be seeing the end screen or a little quick.
Yeah, 48-39. It's not really the perfect case that we see here for a win, but it is Flippers Down who gets that last kill. It is a double kill from Supernova for the win. Taking game has what it takes. They can do it. I feel like the teamwork just needs to be a bit stronger. Flippers Down has definitely started teaming up. There's the duos here. So as LV on site here takes down one and his teammate gets the other, 3 down for Centennials. This game of King of the Hill recharge, as Centennials get a little bit of time on the hill, Flippers Down do get that first wipe.
Absolutely, and like as a fan wanting to see more games, I am rooting for Centennials here. I'd love to see them pick up a scrappy game 3 to see what they can do on streets. But like, yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. This team now, this mixed team, we're in week 6. They seem to be feeling each other pretty well now, and they kind of have sussed things out. Casey Pat here getting 4 kills off the rip, just really giving his team the space and time to really get some points on the board here, bringing it back to almost level. But this isn't over for Centennials. They can still fight for control. There is still time to get this first hill. So it's going to be a big thing, or a big fight here from Dino on the hill. Unfortunately, dying by name, dying by nature here on the hill, going down, and it looks like this could be going in the favor of Flippers Down for the first hill.
As it switches hands to Flippers Down, you see them spawning in our long hall and our top glass over there, and you want you want to have that C control. So as LV, you see them pushing that long haul. They're pushing alone. So I do believe Demon Yeti does take down our LV on site, but we have the team coming in for the rest of the cleanup. But as two fall down, Demon Yeti, oh my gosh, Supernova gets the perfect reversal on Demon Yeti, but it's the cross map that does take them out. No one has hands on the hill right now.
Absolutely. And look, I mean, Supernova, yeah, 2-2, but look at that big fat 6 there in the assist column. Definitely being a team player, getting those shots in, and oh my god, down goes the Dying Dino on the hill. And yeah, Demon Yeti just he's trying, you know. We're getting a lot of pressure here put onto the hill, but unfortunately it's not really converting to controller time at the moment, and that's a big problem for Centennials.
Dying Dino and Sergeant Elmo are the last two alive for Centennials, but now as we see, the Flippers down take the hill control. Supernova has the shock rifle control. We missed that initial shot, but the little bit of shock damage coming through. Demon Yeti staying alive. A simple grenade there would have sufficed, but we still have hands on the hill, and as just Casual and Casey Pat push our bottom control, we're going to try to do a little defense here, a little offense there, and keep Centennials from taking their 1 second of hill time and growing it further.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got to say, like, the there are a lot of different players like showing up in different matches here for Flippers Down. I mean, game 1, LV on site, monster. Game 2, I'm just casual, Supernova playing really well. And now in game 3, we're seeing Casey Pat and LV on site back again, putting those numbers down. And I mean, I'm just casual and Supernova are just sitting there thinking, hey, I have 6 assists, I have 9 assists, we're winning, and that's the only statistic that matters to me.
Yeah, winning is the key here, and we definitely want to see Centennials, like cut the underdog here, take a win for themselves. But as they put a little time on this hill, Flippers down pushed, but were they a little aggressive on the push as 2 are left alive, and LV, who has camo, is just trying to find Dying Dino here, who's bottom control. Can they get this back smash?
Nope, nope, didn't work out. He got spotted out and had to back off, and now his camo's down in a lot of trouble, being caught with his pants down. But he still manages, with the help of a few friends, to get that kill in Whirlpool. And now things are looking very dire for Centennials. Just about 1 and a bit hill away from being from losing this series.
Oh my god! Look. Almost looking like the fool who went and ripped his pants, but he gets the killing spree, but after that, a double kill, taking down Sergeant almost taking down Sergeant Elmo for that furthering of the kill, allowing Flippers down to get that 3rd hill under their belt. The next hill is in our bottom blue pipes delta. What would we need to see from Centennials to get them to maybe bring themselves back into this game?
Miracle? No, look, I don't want to be too disparaging, but like, blue pipes is a nightmare to try and control. That being said, I mean, Flippers Down are putting in a lot of effort here, and you know, getting a lot of time on the board. But they're set up now. They're kind of locked in, and yes, things are going to go back and forth. But every second that no one's standing on a hill is another second that takes away from Centennial's opportunity to win this game.
Flippers Down has this hill by the nuts, I guess to say. So this hill is Flippers Down. This game is Flippers Down. And this series, Delta, is Flippers